Once upon a time, in the small rural village of Upper Ballyboley, there was a tiny primary school called Upper Ballyboley Primary. It was nestled amongst the rolling hills and surrounded by fields of grazing sheep. The school had a warm and welcoming atmosphere, and its pupils were known for their creativity and kindness. In one particular winter, just a few days before Christmas, a commotion stirred in the tranquil school. It seemed that the Grinch, the grumpy green creature with a heart 2 sizes too small, had decided to pay a visit to Upper Ballyboley Primary. The children were shocked to see the Grinch and worried about what the Grinch might do to their beloved school and Christmas festivities, so they scared him out of the school, but they knew he would be back and worried about what they should do. Mr. Stringer, the school principal, called for an emergency meeting with Farmer Curry, the cheerful farmer who lived nearby. Farmer Curry was known to be a kind and helpful person. "We need a plan to save our Christmas, Farmer Curry," exclaimed Mr. Stringer. "The Grinch is determined to ruin it." "Don't you worry, Mr. Stringer. I have an idea that might just do the trick, but first we need the help of the children." The next day, as the children arrived at school, they noticed a certain buzz in the air. Mr. Stringer and Farmer Curry gathered the children in the main hall to share Farmer Curry's plan. "Children," said Mr. Stringer, "we are going to outsmart the Grinch and show him the true meaning of Christmas. Farmer Curry has devised a cunning plan, and we need all of your creative minds to help make it happen." The children listened intently as Mr. Stringer and Farmer Curry explained the details. They would decorate the school from top to bottom, filling it with joy and Christmas cheer. They would work together to spread happiness and kindness throughout the school, filling it with Christmas joy. They would decorate their Christmas tree with beautiful ornaments and wonderful shining lights. And they would have lots of fun while they did it. They would make beautiful cards and gifts for one another. And soon the school was full of the Christmas spirit. And most importantly, they would show the Grinch what it truly meant to have a caring and giving heart. After the decorations were complete, it was time for the children to have their Christmas dinner celebration. Crackers were cracked, turkey was gobbled, and they all had a wonderful time with each other. After the children left school feeling great about their plan, the Grinch, who was hiding on the roof of the school, crept in. He pushed over the Christmas tree, pulled down all the decorations, and made a terrible mess of the school. The Grinch thought he had completed his plan to ruin Christmas. Mr. Stringer arrived into school excited for the day ahead, but when he saw the mess, he was shocked. When the children arrived back at school the next day, they saw what the Grinch had done and felt heartbroken. Meanwhile, up in the snowy North Pole, Santa was preparing for his annual journey. Word had reached him about the Grinch's misadventure in Upper Ballyboley. Determined to help, Santa called upon his faithful reindeer and set off towards the small village. As the children gathered in the school hall for their final carol performance, the children were feeling downhearted. But Mr. Stringer and Farmer Curry told the children to not lose faith and to believe in the spirit of Christmas, and that they needed to show the Grinch the true meaning of Christmas. All of a sudden they heard a jolly laugh coming from the front of the school. They rushed to see and saw a jolly figure in a red suit. It was Santa. Santa used his Christmas power to put everything back as it was, and all the children cheered. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, Upper Ballyboley Primary, Santa exclaimed, his booming voice filled with warmth. The children jumped with delight, their eyes sparkling with joy. They knew Santa had come to save their Christmas, but one child noticed that the presents were still missing. The Grinch couldn't understand why the children were so happy despite his best efforts to ruin their Christmas. As he watched from a distance, he felt something stirring deep inside him. He couldn't resist the infectious joy radiating from the children. In that moment, the Grinch's heart grew and a smile formed on his green face. With this new feeling of love, the Grinch brought all the children's presents back. He wished everyone a Merry Christmas, saying sorry for all the bad he had done, but before he left, one of the children said, "Why don't you stay, Mr. Grinch, for our party?" showing the Grinch once again the true spirit of Christmas. From that day on, the Grinch became a beloved member of the Upper Ballyboley community. He joined Mr. Stringer and the children in decorating the school each year, ensuring that every Christmas was filled with magic and wonder. And so, Upper Ballyboley Primary became known as the school that taught the Grinch to love, and their Christmas celebrations were a testament of the transformative power of kindness and togetherness.